What's up, everybody? James again, Brown's Mowing and Property Management. Um, Back here to do a update on the enclosed trailer setup that you see behind me. We've been running it for about a little over a month now. Love it, love it. First of all, so I told you guys I'd give you an update when I got a little more runtime with it. So that's what I'm doing. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful, gorgeous sunny day out here in Indiana. Just thought I'd take the opportunity to shoot a quick video. Don't know how quick it'll be, but whatever. So I'm going to turn you around here, and then we're going to do an update. Okay, so first off, what you'll notice is if you watched the last video, the 2020 Lawncare setup video, there was no lettering, no logos, nothing. So we got our lettering and logos on there. Shout out to A1 Graphics here locally in Indiana, Muncie, Indiana. Did an amazing job on my decals and putting them on. One thing I'm going to say right up front, guys, don't be cheap. Okay, this was not like a super expensive graphics layout, but it looks clean and crisp, especially when the trailer's washed. Desperately needs washed. Look at all that gunk. So probably do that later today, but not super expensive. But don't try to save money by putting them on yourself unless you're a pro. I don't know, maybe you're a pro, maybe I'm just not good at putting graphics on. I had them print me up some decals and stuff, and make me some decals first, and then I thought, I said, well, how much is it to put them on? And they said, $75 an hour, probably take 2 to 3 hours. I was like, I'm gonna save myself a couple $100. Mistake. I tried to put them on. The graphic was a little bit different than this. It was actually a little smaller, and I got it on the trailer. It started getting a couple wrinkles, and I had done everything right. I put graphics on before, but never anything that large and dealing with all the rivets on the trailers. So needless to say, I got aggravated, ripped it off of there, threw it in the trash, and then had to have them print me new graphics, and then paid them to put them on. So don't be cheap. That's all I was doing, is being cheap. So what are we running? 2020, we're running the enclosed trailer. It's a 7x16 Cargo Express. If you watched the last video, you already know that, but how do I like it so far? Man, I love it. I love it, really. What made me go to an enclosed trailer? I'm gonna be real honest with you. I stole some ideas from YouTube. So Brian of Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Oh, that's a loud bike. Brian of Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Shout out to him. He went to an enclosed trailer a couple years back now, I guess. And I follow him and I watch their videos and stuff. And man, I'll tell you what. We took on some commercial accounts this year that were in not so great of areas, and I was really concerned about my equipment getting stolen and protecting my equipment from the weather and so on and so forth, because I like to take good care of my stuff. I don't like it to be all sun faded and everything. Just I like it to look crisp and clean, and I think it's great to have this mobile billboard. So we switched to the enclosed. I got an outstanding deal on a used 7x16. No dents, no dings, no scratches, nothing. I mean, it was phenomenal condition. Barely been used. It was actually used for a storage trailer. So we went to this. I already showed you guys the whole setup, so I'm not going to review that, although full disclosure, I'll probably get into a little bit of stuff. I'm running the Equipment Defender racks in here, and these things are phenomenal. Love them. Very well built. As I said in the last video, that was before I even used them. I had only used them, 2 days worth of maintenance. had I used those, you know, on my first video. So now that I've run them for a little over a month now, wow, these things are really, really well built. I got the 4 position on the right side, which would be the passenger side of the trailer over here, and then the blower rack is over here on the left. So update, what would I change? Well, start off by saying, if I had to do this all over again, and I will get another trailer, we'll run a second enclosed trailer, I would get an 8.5 by 16 at least, if not 18. Why did I go with the 7 by 16? Number one, great deal. It was a really, really good deal. And I had never run an enclosed, so I didn't want to upfront that, you know, that money. If I could save a little bit on the trailer, still get a quality trailer that served my needs, make sure I liked it, that's what I was doing. So that's what I did. So what would I change? I would go to 8.5 by 16 or 18. Brian said it best, from Brian's Lawn Maintenance, having the extra 12 to 18 inches on each side, you know, after you have the trailers in here, having about 12 to 18 inches to walk that would be great right now. I'm not huge, but I'm a solid 250. So, you know, getting through the sides over here, as you can see, with this blower rack mounted here, I can't really get through on this side. I can go through on this side if the 52's in the back. Usually the 54 is back here. The 52 stays up front because we use it not as frequently. This is a residential model, so we don't use it as frequently. We use it on a lot of the residential yards, honestly, because we run 2 mowers, you know, across the street from each other. But when the 54 is back here with the advanced chute system on it and the bar sticking up for that, right there, you can't get through here. You just can't. I mean, you got to climb over the tire, step on the frame back here, and climb out if you want to come out the back door. So I would go 8.5 wide if I had to do it all over again. Second thing, what would I change? What I'm going to change is I'm going to move this rack up here for that exact reason. As you can see, if I step off to the left, I can't get it through there. So since I can't really, I mean, I guess I could move the trimmer rack, but I don't want everything on one side. I know it may sound crazy to some of you guys, but I don't want all the weight on one side of my trailer. So that's a heavy rack with all the trimmers on it and everything. This is a pretty substantial rack itself, and then the backpack blower on it, and I keep the hand tools up there, so I don't want everything on one side. So I'm going to move that forward, and that'll give me room to come off this side, no matter which mower's back here. And then I can just tuck them to one side or the other, whichever way I need to. So that's really the only thing I would change. That's the only thing I'm going to change right now. May change in the future. I don't know. But as of right now, that's all I'm going to change. So what else has changed? Not much. I put the landscape rake, which we use frequently in here. We run all Razorback hand tools. So the landscape rake works great on when you're spreading landscape rocks, pea gravel, even mulch, you know, to some degree, or when you're doing cleanups, if you're taking out old mulch or whatever, it works great. It's a tall handle piece of equipment, so I set it on the floor and then just put one of the Walmart clips here. Now, full disclosure, it's got a large diameter on the handle, so the clip doesn't hold it that well. So I just mounted it right in the middle of this, because we don't use it every day, but it's great to have on hand so we don't forget it, you know, when we need it. So holds the brooms great. That broom has never fallen. And what you will remember from the last video, what you don't see is on my Combi attachments, because they are up there on that top shelf, which, yes guys, I know it's a hot mess. It is a freaking mess up there. I've got to straighten that out this evening. Sundays for family, so I really focus on spending time with the family and doing things like that on Sundays. So I'm going to wait till this evening, after we get back from a couple of events we're going to. But the Combi attachments did not like staying here when you're hitting potholes. They too are larger shafts. The diameter of the shaft is larger. So these clips, while I really like them, they don't work all that well for that application. I'm going to figure out a clip or find something to use to put those back here, because I really liked having it behind the rack, kept them out of the way, things I don't use all the time, and it stayed organized. It looked very organized. That is a mess, and it drives me crazy. Some people call it OCD. I don't call it OCD. I call it putting shit back where it belongs. So anyway, moving on. We're going to go up to the front of the trailer. Oh, before I go up to the front of the trailer, somebody's going to ask about this line. It's a CF3 Pro from Steel. It's a Steel line. Don't like it. I said in the last video, I'm going to use it until the spool's gone, because, well, there's no sense in wasting it. But I don't like this line. I like the, I think it's Black Diamond from Echo. Their line, it's all black line. It's twisted braid. It's fantastic. It cuts really well. That line, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You guys run that line? You like that line? You know, tell me what you think. I don't know. I just don't. I personally don't like it. My guys don't seem to mind it, but whatever. So, what's going on up front? Nothing really changed up here. We did throw a couple buckets in here for trash collection. We service commercial properties, and they have a lot. The commercial properties we service have a lot of trash on the properties, because they're close to gas stations and what have you, and people just, you know, walking in between the apartments and stuff, they'll throw their trash out. No, it's really bad. So the first thing we do is pick up all the trash, then we mow, and then we get anything that we missed. I know some guys on commercial properties around here don't pick up trash. They just mow over it. They say they don't get paid to pick up trash. I'm sorry. If that's, you know, if that's the way you operate, cool. I guess it's your business. You do what you see fit. However, I'm not doing that because my name is on the side of this trailer, and I don't want it associated with cut up trash. So up here, what's changed? Nothing. I don't recall. I don't remember if this shelf went all the way across in the last one. I don't think it did. I think I'd already taken that shelf out. Anyway, this shelf used to go all the way across. We cut that off. Stuck the spare tire right up in there. The trailer aid up in there. That's a fantastic little buy too. I don't recall how much it was. It was on Amazon. Not that expensive. 50, 60 bucks, something like that. But no jack needed on a tandem axle trailer. You blow a tire, you pull on the same side of the blown tire, you pull whichever tandem tire is not blown up onto that trailer aid. It gets the other wheel off the ground. You change the tire and you're back in business. No jacks. Super, super safe. We added a second 2620 handheld blower. So honestly, my guys prefer the handhelds over the backpack, unless we're on a big property, and then they want the backpack blower. So we added a second one. That's the more powerful model of the handhelds from Echo. What else did we add? Oh, the little 2511T top handled Echo. It's a pro trim and top handle saw. Lightest on the market is what they say. I wanted something. We do a fair amount of shrub jobs and stuff and removals a lot. So I wanted something light that was reliable. So picked up a professional grade saw. We're not a tree service company. Our bigger saws are steel. And in fact, you can see right there's the right there is the paperwork for one of the new steel saws. We have a big what is it, 20 inch or 24 inch? It's 392 maybe, I'm not sure. It's in the garage. We don't carry that one. But you know, I wanted something smaller, like I said, to get up in bushes and stuff, and especially when you're taking out evergreens, yews, and things like that. If we had one customer that just wanted them cut down, well, to get into them with a big saw is a pain, man. So we picked that up. Wasn't cheap. Just going to put that right out there. But it paid for itself in 2 jobs. So that's really what the name of the... You grind and grind and grind and grind, and when I get in here and I look around and I'm like, all right, so that Combi system, not a cheap system. That was 2 days worth of work, you know, but now I've got it. It's paid off. Runs great. I've got it. I can use it for whatever. I've got the trimmer, the hedge trimmer, the edger, and I think I just got an extension pole for it. But now it's a moneymaker. The 54 that I'm sitting on, the 54, that was 3 days worth of work. We did a couple big jobs. I picked it up used. Runs fantastic. Take care of your stuff. It'll run forever. Change the oil on it, change the blades, fresh set of blades, got a new deck belt, all that crap. Runs great. So 3 days worth of work. And really that's the name of the game for us, is I've made all the investments up front. I've worked and worked and worked and saved, and then we make the investments up front, and then we have the stuff, and then as stuff breaks or whatnot, we replace it. There's another set of hedge trimmers right there, as you can see, guys. I'm so embarrassed. This shelf is just a freaking mess. We're gonna have an organization 101 class tomorrow on Monday. So, but you know, back to what I was saying. The hedge trimmers, one job, pay for those hedge trimmers. That's the way I operate. That's the way I found it to be effective, is, you know, I think, okay, if I do this job, I can buy this. If I do this job, I can buy this. And then once I got the things I needed, I have them, and now I'm pure profit. So anyway, I don't know I don't know if that's the way you guys operate or not. Hey, let me know. That's the way I've thought about it, though. You know, as I was starting the business and as I was building the business and so on, and now we've got everything. So what else? So I know somebody's going to ask, if you don't already know, that little thing right there, it's actually, they're technically made to mount on the outside of like utility trailers or open utility trailers or whatever. It's to hold the registration and insurance paperwork for the trailer. It's just like got little rubber caps on it. So I just mount it into here. That way it's always with the trailer. So didn't really add anything else. But you know, what can I say is what I'm going to change is I'm going to take this and move it up here. And if I had to do it all over again, I would get an 8.5 foot wide. So Other than that, I love running the enclosed trailer setup. Some people may think or may ask, you know, well, doesn't it get hot? Isn't it hard on the equipment? Guys, I've been running this for a little over a month now. I think we're 6 weeks deep. We've had no issues. Like, our equipment starts, no problem. It stays out of the rain, out of the weather. It's really nice because anybody that's in this business knows that sometimes you have to mow when it's sprinkling and stuff. Or maybe it's just a mist rain or whatever. If you have an enclosed trailer, you don't have to sit down on a wet seat. That's really nice. So, really, I love it. I love running enclosed. I'll never go back to full-fledged open utility trailers. I am going to run a combination though. I do see a need and have a purpose for the open utility trailers. So we do have a small open trailer that we run. That's just kind of sort of the backup trailer. It's really just for quick, got a call from, whoever. Hey, I've got a small yard I need cut, whatever, can you do it? Sure. I've got it over on the other side of town in a garage over there, and my brother, I can call him and say, hey, I can't get to this, can you go grab the trailer? It's all set up. It's got it's got a trimmer and the gas cans, and it's got my old X-Mark walk behind on it, so he can go grab that, do the cut real quick, and boom, we're done. So, and then that way he doesn't have to come all the way out to where I live and get the big trailer and have something to pull it with and everything else. So love the enclosed trailer. I will be purchasing another one. It will be a 8.5 foot wide trailer for the next one, but this 7x16 works great. Some guys run a 6x12 and that works great for their setups. And I gotta say, if I was running stander mowers, I gotta say I would have more than enough room. And we've been looking at standers. We're considering making that leap. But right now, the old Gravely ZTRs, they work really well for us. So, again, Cargo Express, that's what's up. That's what it is, and that's the update. So, don't forget to check us out on Instagram. It's brownsmowing_PM on Instagram. And then like, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff. I'm kind of new to this whole YouTube thing, so help a brother out. So see if we can get some subscribers and followers. And I'm not gonna sit and say that I'm going to post a video every week, because I'm not that disciplined at this yet, but I would like to. So the more views I get, the more videos I'll do, or questions or whatnot. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, well, not concerns, I don't know what you'd be concerned about. If you have any questions or comments, hit me up, let me know what they are. Let me know what you guys think about, the setup, equipment defender versus Green Touch. I'm not sponsored by anyone. This is the racks I went with, that's what I like, that's what I love, that's what I'm running. Gravely mowers, not sponsored by them, just like them, running them, love them. So, although, gotta say, we did demo another unit. Stay tuned, more to come on that possibly. We may make a leap, I'm not sure yet. So, like, subscribe, follow. Remember guys, do what you love and love what you do. I'm out.